Have you ever wondered why so many really smart people look at the universe and just refuse to see a creator? It's a huge question, but I found that the real reason might not have anything to do with telescopes or fossils. It's actually something much deeper.
So why can't they? Why does the door seem to slam shut on the idea of God before the conversation even gets started? Well, it's because admitting there's a creator, it changes absolutely everything.
Okay, just follow me down this chain of logic for a second. It's pretty straightforward. If there's a designer, that means there's a design, right? And if there's a design, that implies there's a purpose to it all. Well, if there's a purpose, that means there's a right way and a wrong way to live. And if right and wrong are real, that leads to accountability for our choices. And accountability, well, that points directly to the one thing that's just a complete deal breaker, a judge.
And that's the real kicker. See, I don't think this is about running from the evidence. It's about running from the judge. It's not about what the facts say. It's about what the facts imply for our own lives.
I mean, think about the consequences. If God is real, you're not the boss. He is. If God is real, your choices aren't just for today. They have eternal weight. And if God is real, it means one day you and we're going to have to give an account for how we lived. And that idea, well, that's just intolerable if you want to be the king of your own life. Now, you might be thinking, okay, that's just your theory. But don't just take my word for it. Let me show you something. One of the most surprising and honest admissions I've ever read. And it's from a famous atheist.
This is from a philosopher named Thomas Nagel. And listen to what he says. I don't want there to be a God. I don't want the universe to be like that. Did you catch that? He didn't say the evidence proves there's no God. He said he doesn't want there to be one. This isn't about intellect. This is about will.
And get this, he's so aware of this feeling that he actually gave it a name. He calls it the cosmic authority problem. He's literally a philosopher admitting that the root of his atheism is a rebellion against the very idea of some kind of divine authority. But you know what's wild? This isn't a new problem. This modern philosophical confession sounds an awful lot like a diagnosis written down almost 2,000 years ago. The Bible says that people suppress the truth. It doesn't say they can't find the truth. It says they actively push it down.
It's like trying to hold a beach ball underwater, you know? The truth is buoyant. It naturally wants to rise to the surface. But it takes constant energy, constant effort to keep it suppressed, to hold it down in unrighteousness. And here's the biblical view of the outcome. It's this incredible irony. In claiming to be so wise, with all their degrees and all their knowledge, by rejecting the most foundational truth of all, a creator, they actually end up becoming fools in their reasoning.
Another ancient text just hits the nail on the head. It says, "The fool says in his heart, there is no God." Now, that's a really famous verse, but we often miss the most important part. Notice where it says the denial comes from. It's not in his mind, after a careful, rational process. It's in his heart. And the heart, in this sense, isn't about feelings. It's the command center of your life. It's the seat of your desires, your will, what you worship. And so it all comes full circle. The real reason for rejecting God, the root issue, it was never really an intellectual problem. It's not about a lack of evidence. It's a heart problem. It's a worship problem. It all boils down to one question. Who gets to be in charge? Who gets to be king? So let me just leave you with this one last thought. Forget about everyone else for a second. When you're totally honest with yourself, what's the real issue for you? Is it really the evidence, or is it the judge?